Hey, Alan. Everything good over there?
Hey, Grace. What's up?
Your friend's wedding ceremony. How's it go?
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah? Must have been nice. Hey, did you get some photos of the bride? Love to see them.
Yeah, I snapped a few. Why?
Emma's bugging me to show her.
Oh yeah, Emma. Her life ambition is to be a bride. Kinda makes poor old Dad a little sad though.
Come on, she's only 5 years old for Pete's sake. LOL.
Yeah, I got all the photos on my smartphone. I'll show them to you when I get home.
Okay, Emma says she's looking forward to them.
I'm headed over to the after-wedding party now.
You'll probably be meeting up with a bunch of old friends, so don't drink too much.
Yeah, got it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, and you're coming home Tuesday night, right? You're staying a couple of nights, right? A good chance to get reacquainted with old friends?
Yep. For now, no change of plans. That's why I took time off from work.
Behave yourself. Don't drink too much and go off the rails.
No worries! Okay then, the party's starting pretty soon. Better go!
Yeah, right. Have fun.
Hey Grace, what's up? Do you have some time to talk?
Hey Nora, been a while. The last I talked to you was at the alumni party, like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was that 2 years ago? Seems like yesterday.
I heard you were in Europe. Are you back?
Yeah, it was my youngest sister's wedding, so my husband and I came back to attend the ceremony. I'm at my folks' place in San Jose.
Huh? Your youngest sister is still about 20, right? She's already getting married, huh?
Yeah, I was a bit worried at first, but her husband is 10 years older. But my other sister's husband happens to know the groom. He vouched for him, so with that, my folks gave her their blessings.
I see. Anyways, congratulations!
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that reminds me. My husband also attended a wedding near San Jose yesterday.
I thought so.
Huh?
Got to talking, forgot about what I lied you about. Well, evidently, my sister's husband, the groom, knows your husband.
Huh? Seriously?
The wedding was at the K Hotel in downtown San Jose, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
His name was on the groom's invitation list, so it wasn't my mistake.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, if I had known beforehand, I would have said hello. I was going to check if I was right at the after-wedding party, but right after the wedding, he apparently said he had other plans and left right away.
Huh? He left right after the wedding?
Huh?
He seemed pretty excited about attending the after-party.
Really? Is that what he said?
He didn't contact me to say he had an emergency or anything. Wonder what happened. Alan's friends were at the party, weren't they?
Yeah, as far as I know, all his old friends were there.
He told me he was going to stay until Tuesday and that he was going to be having fun with his old buddies.
Seems a wee bit suspicious, don't you think?
I don't know about that. No need to jump to conclusions. Probably just forgot to contact me, that's all.
My sister and her husband are here. Want me to ask them?
Yeah, okay. Just in case, could you ask them?
Okay then, hold on a second. Sorry to keep you waiting.
How'd it go?
Yeah, well, where do I start? According to my sister's husband, Alan hadn't planned to attend the after-wedding party and had no plans to stay over until Tuesday.
Really? That can't be right.
Also, my sister said something kinda strange.
Strange?
Yeah, but could you give me a little time? I want to verify what she said. She's calling around to make sure.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sorry, didn't intend to stir up trouble or anything.
It's not your fault, Nora. You have nothing to apologize for.
Well, I hope it's just all a misunderstanding. I'll get back to you at about 3 o'clock, okay?
Sorry to put you through all this hassle. I'll be waiting to hear back from you.
Fun. Really had a wild time with my buddies.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, just got to the front door. Hey, what is this? The key doesn't fit.
Oh, that. I canceled the apartment lease, so I suppose the landlord changed the locks.
Huh? Cancel the lease?
Yeah, that's right. Me and Emma, we don't live there anymore.
Come on. Quit screwing around. I'm tired. Was there some reason to move out?
Boy, oh boy, getting all the stuff moved out was a real chore yesterday. But I'm glad we leased out the apartment in my name. And about your stuff, I sent them off to your parents' place.
What the hell is going on? What happened?
Yeah, well, where to start? I haven't really worked it all out in my head yet.
Come on, out with it!
Okay, then, let's begin with, you know that the groom from the wedding the other day, right? And you know he has 4 younger siblings too, right?
Huh? Yeah, what about it? The bride is the youngest of 2 or 3 sisters too, I think.
Yeah, the eldest of the sisters is called Nora. She's a friend from college.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yeah, and Nora called me the day after the wedding. I was shocked as you are when I knew who she was.
Heard she married a foreigner and now lives overseas, right?
Nora came to our wedding too, but it was 6 years ago, so I guess you didn't notice.
Oh, really? Too bad I wasn't able to say hello. If I had known, I would have said something.
And I guess it was about this time last year.
The wedding ceremony for Nora's other sister.
Yeah, the groom from that wedding.
Like, the groom this time. He's my friend too. I attended that wedding too. We all grew up in the Bay Area, but to be so connected. A real coincidence, huh? Wait, then... didn't Nora say anything about me last year?
She wasn't able to attend last year. Things came up and she was overseas then too.
Oh, okay, I get it. But what does that have to do with you guys not coming home?
Guess you still don't get it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
But you do know this. All 3 of the sisters had one common friend.
Huh?
You went to the wedding, so that person was obviously invited.
Is this about...
Finally starting to see the picture. You see where I'm going with this line of questioning. Finally.
I was... well...
Stella, 20 years old, right? The last year, at that wedding, you seduced her. After that, you continued the relationship, seeing her on a regular basis. And even worse, you said you were single.
When did you learn all this?
Her little sister heard it through small talk. She mentioned that her boyfriend was also way older than her. What really got the ball rolling was when she showed a photo of herself with you.
Huh?
Yeah, the photo was like 2 days ago. When I was talking with Nora, there was this gap in our conversation. Things just didn't mesh. So Nora checked with her sister. We found that you didn't attend the after-wedding party, but instead, you went off on a romantic holiday trip with Stella. I hear you made plans for this little jaunt way in advance. Seem to be having so much fun with your little mistress. You are aware that you're married and have a child. Didn't cross your mind, huh? Cat got your tongue? Nothing to say, dear? If you got some explanation, let's hear it.
Darn it! I'm busted. What can I say?
So, that means you confess to your affair?
Yeah! I am happy to admit it. Load off my chest.
Happy, huh?
Yeah! Overjoyed! I mean, I divorced you, and I get to marry a beautiful 20-year-old babe. So there. As for custody of Emma, you can have her. I'll live my new life with a beautiful young wife instead of spending the rest of my days with an old hag like you. I'll give you a divorce, so stay away from us. Forever!
About this girl, Stella. You were going out with her without telling you were married and had a kid, am I right?
Yeah, so what? I get divorced, and it no longer matters.
Is it really that simple?
If you think you've got me back against the wall, you got another thing coming. Stella and I are in love. This is a strong love binding us. This little mishap will not affect us at all. Just a minor irritant. Besides, Stella is head over heels in love with yours truly. Older, more experienced, and handsome to boot.
Oh, really? Isn't that what they call delusions of grandeur?
Huh?
Or is it just something that you had pent up inside you all these years? I never thought you were the type.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
What's this?
As you can see, a photo of you and Stella. Got more where that came from. There's some really obscene ones too, but deleted those. Felt yucky leaving them in my photo file.
What the? Why do you have these photos?
Stella was kind enough to send them to me as evidence of your infidelity.
Huh? Stella?
Yeah, you guys parted ways during the holiday trip, right?
Yeah. She said she had an emergency errand or something.
Well, right after that, she got in touch with Nora's younger sister and we arranged a video chat. Had a good long talk with Stella.
Huh?
She was shocked to hear you were married and had a 5-year-old daughter. I told her I would forgive her if she would provide some photos for evidence. She didn't hesitate. Sent me a whole slew of compromising photos. Hard for me to look at, BTW.
You're not serious!
Very serious. About Stella. She said if she knew you were married and had a child, she would not have gone out with you, even if she was fond of you. She was pretty pissed off that you deceived her. Said she never wanted to see you again.
You're making all this BS up! Stella would never say such a thing!
She said she made a huge mistake. Better to break it off.
Huh?
Yeah, told me to tell you that if you were adamant about continuing to see her, she was so pissed that she probably couldn't hold back smacking you right in that big fat nose of yours. Her words, not mine. She was also positive you go ballistic over this and added that if you value your life, stay away from me. Again, her words, not mine. Strong-willed girl for sure. Kinda like her.
That's BS!
Yeah? I don't know. Her eyes seemed dead set to me. Not really my place to say, but that anger, that intensity, really came through watching her in the video chat. She almost seemed possessed.
Was Stella that angry?
What do you think? That she would be elated and smiling? Even though you deserve the consequences of your actions, I would listen to her and never see her again.
No. No way. The love between us would never crumble. Not for something so minor.
Okay, wanna go see her and risk losing an arm and a leg? But by your expression, maybe even your life.
Yeah, well...
As for me, I plan to get a huge divorce settlement and child support from you, so better if you stay alive, lol.
What? But I'm...
If you're bullheaded enough to still go see her, I really recommend that you plead with her to spare your life. Keep it down to ER level injuries.
ER level?
Well, can't guarantee what she'll do, but I'll pray for you.
Oh, my God. What do I do?
I had contacted both of her folks in advance, and after this conversation, they arrived. They met up with Alan in front of the apartment, standing around in total confusion. Well, needless to say, Alan and I got divorced. We worked out a one-time settlement and child support payments. Alan returned to his parents' place, but after the divorce went through, they eventually kicked him out. All the divorce papers went through without a hitch, and payments were made. Emma and I moved away and kept our address and contact info secret. Since then, all is pretty quiet. As for Alan, the whole sordid affair spread quickly among his co-workers. The stress of all the talk behind his back forced him to eventually retire. Needless to say, his friends heard about his infidelity and didn't want anything to do with him. After quitting his company, he had a hard time finding a new job. Went through his savings in no time. I hear he's doing whatever part-time job is available. He's apparently leading a pretty frugal existence.
Yo, Frankie, sup? Man, it feels like forever since I last talked to you. Yeah, it's been a pleasant 8 years. Why'd you have to go and ruin it by texting me like this?
Come on, dude. Is that really how you're gonna greet an old friend?
An old friend? As in someone who I no longer consider a friend? You should be grateful that's all I had to say about you, considering what you did. You slept with my wife, got cut off by your parents, turned everyone who was once your friend against you, and had to leave town to escape your ruined reputation. Didn't you move out of state?
Well, yeah, but anyway. You're still working in town, aren't you?
What's it to you?
I just thought I might stop by and visit my old buddy Frankie and shoot the breeze for a while.
Don't bother. You don't know where I live anyway.
Not to worry. I got your address from one of our classmates who didn't know about our history.
Unbelievable. Seriously, though. What do you think you're doing? You don't have any right to be texting me anymore, much less actually coming to visit me at my house.
Oh, please, don't be like that. It's been 8 years. That's all water under the bridge now, all right?
I'll still feel the same way about you 80 years from now, so don't you dare come anywhere near me.
If you're really still that angry, why haven't you blocked my number?
Just to keep tabs on you. There's no telling what a sociopathic moron like you will do, so it's safest to be able to at least have some advance notice of what you might be doing. Consider it like a vaccine for a virus named Luke.
Wow, you're harsh.
Not harsh, just honest.
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, the truth is that your vaccine was a dud.
Huh? What now?
You got remarried, didn't you?
Yeah, and?
And you had a kid too, right?
What's with these questions? I don't feel compelled to tell you anything about my life.
Nah. You don't need to tell me anything. I already know everything. Tell you what, Frankie boy. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret I've been keeping from you.
Secret?
Get this. You know that precious little baby your wife gave birth to? It's not yours. It's mine.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't have to believe me. If you get a paternity test, it's not gonna be yours. But seriously, what's with you? You haven't even seen your wife in 2 years. How did you not realize the baby wasn't yours when she told you she was pregnant? Do you not even know how babies are made?
For real, Luke, what in the world are you talking about? You've never met my current wife. You don't even know her name.
That's what you think. I'm like a home-wrecking ninja. I sneak in undetected and bam! Your wife is now my plaything. You should know that. It's how I stole your last wife from you. I was getting with her for 2 whole years and you didn't even notice. I only let you in on the whole thing because I got bored. What kind of idiot doesn't notice his wife with another guy for that long? You're such a loser.
Are you going to start making sense anytime soon?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? Luke, is this really you? Did someone take over your account or something? Or maybe you're just drunk out of your mind?
Drunk? Well, maybe just a little. And it's the real me.
I see. Well then, I don't want to deal with you for any longer than I have to, so I'll give you the bare minimum information necessary to get you to leave me alone. First off, I'm not living in our old town anymore.
What?
Second, I don't have any kids.
Hold on. Oh, I get it. You're lying to try and get me to go away, aren't you? How pathetic. Sorry, Frankie boy. It's not gonna work.
You're free to think whatever you'd like. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to work, so I'll be taking my leave from this conversation now.
Hey, hold on. I just told you I'm sleeping with your second wife. How can you be so chill about this? Not only that, the daughter that you thought was yours is actually mine. Should you be more, sad? I thought you'd be lying on the floor crying your eyes out by now.
Well, I guess it doesn't really change my plan, so whatever.
At first, I was planning on dumping her after I told you about our affair like the last time. But I actually kind of started to like her. That's why I got her pregnant, to make sure I could get her to divorce you and be with me. In other words, your wife and daughter are now mine. Everything went exactly as I planned. I win, you lose again. I hope you're ready to be a twice divorced loser. Be a pal and sign the paperwork as soon as you get it, okay? What's up, Frankie? I heard you absolutely lost it when your wife told you that she was going to divorce you. And then when she told you about your daughter. She said you didn't believe my text, but when she told you in person, you completely broke down and cried like a little girl. What's that with you, man? I already told you all of that. You should have believed me from the get-go. It would have saved you the humiliation of crying in front of your wife and daughter. I guess the truth finally set in, huh? Well, good. That makes my life easier, since now you'll agree to the divorce for sure. Just remember, it's what's best for your daughter. Or should I say, my daughter. Yo, Frankie, what's your deal? You never responded to my text yesterday. Are you trying to ignore me? Seriously, dude, grow up. You're a grown man. You're gonna have to deal with this like an adult. I guess I'm gonna have to tell you something that'll make you reply to me for sure this time. Know what I'm gonna do? Your wife. In your house. You gotta move it along, man. At this rate, your wife's gonna give birth to my second kid before you divorce her. Just knock before you come in, alright? Come on, Frank. You're starting to tick me off now. I wanted to settle this once and for all yesterday. That's why I texted you while I was with your wife. But once again, you didn't even reply once. How long are you going to keep running away from me, Frank? Do you think this is all going to go away if you keep ignoring me? You're going to have to face me sooner or later, Frank. Now text me back, tonight. Your wife and daughter are mine, like it or not.
Sorry I've kept you waiting, Luke.
There you are.
I was doing a little digging into something, so I thought I would hold on from replying until I had dug up what I was looking for.
Digging? What do you mean?
I see you're very confident that you've stolen my wife and daughter from me. The woman you're with, her name is Luna, right?
Yeah, your wife Luna. That's what I've been saying.
Luna isn't my wife.
What?
She's my younger brother's wife.
Your younger brother's wife? You're really something else, Frank. I was your best friend when we were kids. I lived next door to you until 8 years ago, for crying out loud. I know you don't have a younger brother, so tell me another one.
Actually, I didn't even know I had a younger brother until about 6 years ago. And since you were run out of town 8 years ago, there's no way that you would know about him.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
To be more precise, he's only my half-brother.
So that means...
Yeah, my parents got divorced when I was 3, so I know you knew that my dad had left us to move away.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
My dad got married to another woman, and they had a son, my half-brother Ken.
Okay, go on.
Ken got married last year, a little over 2 years ago. But just this last year, the company he was working for went bankrupt, so he had to move out of the company housing he had been living in up until then. At that point, my dad and Ken's mom had already divorced, and Luna's parents had passed away in a sudden accident several years prior. So since the two of them had nowhere else to go, and I happened to live nearby, I let them come and move in with me in my house for a while.
Hold on. You said that you weren't living in our old town anymore. What's the deal?
I'm just getting there. Be patient. Just about a month after Ken and his wife moved into my place, my company told me they were sending me to work at our company headquarters in another country.
What the? Another country? You mean you're not even in the country right now?
That's right. My wife and I moved overseas together 10 months ago. And if everything goes according to plan, I'll be staying here for another 6 or 7 years.
Seriously?
And as for my old place, it was a rental house. So when I moved over here, I just had Ken take over the lease, and he and his wife kept on living there.
Man, this is an insane story. I had no idea. Man, this sucks. I was feeling great thinking that I managed to break up 2 of your marriages. But she's not even your wife? Ugh. I went to all that trouble for nothing. Whatever. I'm done with you. Later, Frankie. Frank, you there? I'm in big, big trouble. You gotta help me out, dude.
What do you want now, Luke? You do understand that we live in different time zones, right?
True time zones. I'm in full-on crisis mode, Frank.
Go on.
Your half-brother Ken, he's suing me. And Luna just showed up at my apartment door with her kid and all her stuff.
Okay, and? I'm not sure what you're so surprised about. This is the only possible way this could have ended for you.
What do you mean, why?
You slept with a married woman, Luke. That means her husband, my half-brother Ken, can sue you for your part in her infidelity.
Really?
Don't tell me you forgot. You should have gotten the exact same papers in the mail when you slept with my first wife. That was when your parents agreed to foot the bill for the lawsuit settlement in exchange for cutting you out of their will. I guess I can understand how you forgot. At the time, you were just happy that your parents were going to pay it and wouldn't cost you a thing. I guess their act of kindness kept you from feeling the pain that hopefully would have taught you a lesson.
And that's it. My parents. I can get them to pay for the lawsuit.
Are you drunk again or just not paying attention? They cut you off, disowned you.
What else am I supposed to do? Luna's here demanding that I support her and the kid. I don't have that kind of money. I'm barely getting by on my own. If I can't get my parents to help me, then how am I supposed to come up with the money to feed 2 more people?
Well, I guess you could ask your parents to bail you out again. If you can find them.
What do you mean? I know where my old house is.
Was, not is. I looked it up, and the place where your old house used to be is now a new apartment complex.
What? It's gone? Why?
Isn't it obvious? They sold it and moved away. Their reputation in the community took a nosedive thanks to your escapade with my first wife. I also can imagine it would be pretty uncomfortable living next door to the person whose wife their son slept with. So they probably wanted to put it all behind them and start fresh elsewhere.
Where did they go?
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
You've got to have some idea.
Nope, not a clue. Are we done here? I want to get back to sleep.
Hey, you can't just go to sleep at a time like this.
I told you, idiot. Oh, we live in different time zones. Yes, I definitely can go to sleep right now.
That's not the issue. The issue is I'm having the crisis of a lifetime over here.
I would never in a million years lift one single finger to help you out of a crisis you might be facing. And not even to save your life.
How can you say that to me?
If you really don't know, then there's nothing that I could say to make you understand. I'm going back to bed now, Luke. Good luck.
Frank, you can't do this to me. You got to help me.
I heard about everything that happened next from my half-brother Ken. Apparently, it all went down pretty quickly. He was concerned that Luke and Luna might skip town to try and avoid paying him the money they owe him. So, while he got a lawyer to advance his case through the legal channels as quickly as possible, he also asked the CEO of his company for advice. The CEO told Luke that he had some connections in a particular sector of society that might be able to deal with the two of them. The CEO's acquaintance quickly agreed to take on the task of encouraging Luke and Luna not to leave town, and even gave them jobs and a place to live while they work off their debts to me. The company that hired them has a very strict disciplinary system in place, so I don't suppose the two of them will be causing any trouble in the near future. Plus, they're making all their payments on time. I was concerned for their daughter, though, since she's a totally innocent party in all of this, but Ken's CEO pulled some more strings and she got taken in by a kind and loving family. I'm not very hopeful that Ken will ever be able to be anything resembling a decent human being, but I hope his time at his new company will straighten him out, even if only for a little bit.